Dear friends, welcome back. This is our third cupping session of the Stay Fit for Cupping program. In this session, again, you received 2 sets of roasted coffee samples. There was 1 set of small packages that were coded with letters. These were foreseen for an exercise that you had to do prior to the cupping session. For this session, we defined 2 learning objectives. The first one is to learn to classify the quality of coffee based only on the cup characteristics. This should be reflected in the correct use of the scale and the final scores. And the second objective was to learn to identify off flavors in the cup and to name them correctly and to learn about the possible causes. There are many ways of processing coffee, but most Arabica producing countries process the coffee as washed. To grade the coffee quality, there are other factors that are considered. For example, the bean size, the growing altitude, the bean density, the growing regions, the defect content, and the cup characteristics.
We will have a quick look at the steps of the wash process and some critical points where the quality of the coffee can be damaged if the mistakes happen. In step 1, harvesting, damaged cherries might be contaminated with microorganisms causing phenolic or ferment flavor. In the second step, reception of cherry, in water-filled tanks, lightweight items can be removed, like, for example, sticks, unripe cherries and leaves. In step 3, the pulper removes the skin and some mucilage. It could cut and bruise some beans if the belt and the drums are too tight. The transporting channels, here visible in step 4, must be cleaned every day. Otherwise, if the beans get stuck in there, over-fermentation takes place and causes stinker beans. The 5th step, fermentation tanks. Several chemical reactions take place and serves mainly to remove the remaining mucilage. If the fermentation time is too long, it can cause over-ferment. The washing channels, here in step 6, serve to remove the remaining mucilage and to classify the coffee beans according to weight and density. The heavy beans sink first. The last step is drying. It removes water excess down to 10 to 12% for proper storage. High water content can cause moldy or even phenolic flavor.
The traditional way of classifying Arabica in Central America considers the growing altitude, bean density, and cup characteristics. We prepared this quality list as a guide for you to better understand how the coffee is classified in Central America. The growing altitude and quality descriptions may vary from country to country, but they follow a similar principle. To illustrate it, we chose the classification method used in Guatemala, which is the one with a longer quality list. The quality on the top of the list is called SHB+, what means Strictly Hard Bean Plus or Fancy SHB, which is equivalent to an excellent specialty grade. These coffees grow at an altitude of 1,300 meters above sea level. The characteristics are high flavor complexity, medium to high acidity, high sweetness, smooth body. The next category is the SHB, or Strictly Hard Bean. This coffee grows at around 1,200 meters above sea level and above. The cup characteristics are medium to high acidity, medium sweetness, medium soft body, mild complexity. The acidity is the predominant characteristic. The next category would be the hard bean and semi-hard bean, but we will focus on the hard bean, which has more commercial relevance. This coffee grows at an altitude between 1,000 to 2,200 meters above sea level. The acidity is medium, and the body also is medium. It has a clean, simple cup. The next category is the extra prime. This coffee grows between 900 to 1,000 meters above sea level. The cup is soft, just clean, low to medium acidity, low to medium body. You might find hints of nuts. The next category is the prime wash. This coffee grows below 900 meters above sea level. This is a very soft coffee, with low acidity and low body. You can also find hints of nuts. The quality category at the bottom of the list is called low grades or stock lots, the common name in Central America. These are just bits and pieces, defective beans that have been sorted out during the milling process. The coffee generally scores below 70 points, has very low acidity, low sweetness, low to medium body, generally flat. You might find peanut shell flavor, and in some cases you might have off cups, but it's not always the case. Well, friends, this is the end of another cupping session. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
And we are looking forward to the next session in November. And we really hope you will join us.